Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about when is the best time to do your cardio. So I'm going to base this question on if you want to lose body fat. Okay, it's going to be a little bit different when it comes to building muscle, but this is going to be about losing body fat. Okay, so when should you do your cardio? Should you do your cardio before your workout, after your workout, or on a rest day? Those are your options. Now, if your goal is to retain muscle, retain strength, or even build strength on a cutting phase when you lose body fat, ideally, you do want to be doing your cardio furthest away from your training session. Why is that important? So when you're training, you want to make sure that you've got as much energy as possible so you can perform your best, so you can progress your lifts, so you can get strong and have a good workout. If you've got cardio anywhere near your training, that's going to impact your performance. Your energy is not going to be as high and your recovery is not going to be as good afterwards. So the best, if you're looking at optimal, that you've got the time for, that you can do your cardio whenever you want, the best is going to be on a rest day or away from your training session. But that's not always going to be easy for most. Now, the next best, this is in my opinion, this is what I do with my clients and myself. The next best time to do your cardio is going to be post-training. So after your training session. The reason being, when you've done your training session, you've got a lot of energy, okay? After you've done your training session, that is when you do your cardio, when cardio is really a case of just getting it done. You don't have to have tons of energy to perform it. Depending on what you do, if you do some cardio on a treadmill, a bike, a cross trainer, a rower, or if you want to do a sport, you don't really need tons of energy to perform it unless you are specifically trying to get fitter or you're trying to improve at a sport. So for example, for myself, if I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I want that to be a bit of a priority. I want to perform well. So that cardio that I'm doing is not just a case of ticking a box. It's not just a case of getting through it. If you're just looking to drop body fat, then your cardio is just about going through the motions, getting it done, 30 minutes on a bike, watching Netflix, and just getting it done. So you don't need tons of energy. That way you've performed your best in your training session, you've got lots of energy, retaining muscle, building strength. That's the second best time to do it, post-workout. And lastly, it's going to be pre-workout, which I do not recommend at all. If you're doing cardio before your training session, you're going to be eating away at your energy and your training session isn't going to be great. You're not going to be able to lift heavy and it's just you're not going to perform good. So if it is a case of you need to do it around the training perimeter because of time, because of schedule, do it after your training session. If you've got time and you've got flexibility, do it away from your training session on a rest day, or if you've got the luxury, do your cardio in the morning, do your training session in the evening or in the afternoon, okay? But again, this is going to be optimal. When it comes to losing body fat, you want to make sure it's done efficiently in a way that you can be consistent. And that doesn't always mean best. Best is what suits you, what suits your schedule. So if you have to do it before, which you don't really need to because you can always do it after because it's the same amount of time. If you train for an hour and you've got to do 30 minutes of cardio, you just might as well do it after your training session. So there really is no reason to do it before unless you're someone that just wants to get it out of the way because you're more likely to skip it. You want to get it done before your training session. Understand that your training session isn't going to be its best because you've used up 30 minutes of your energy doing the cardio. Okay, so schedule wise, if you can do it away from your training session. If you can't, do it post-workout. I hope that's helpful, guys. If you have any questions, as always, pop them below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe. See you guys soon.